you for the kind introduction. Goodness me, what a pleasure it is to be here today. Congratulations to all of you graduating students. It was amazing watching all of you come up and the smiles on your faces, knowing exactly how much hard work has gone into getting your degrees. And I know there have been some exceptional circumstances to deal with during your degrees. But today, I hope you each have time to take a moment to look around you, to breathe in the success, to consider what you have achieved, and to reflect on moving from being a student at the best university to joining the best alumni community in the world. But what's amazing about the Warwick alumni is not the group, but the incredible and diverse individuals within it. I recently celebrated my 40th birthday, and at 3 a.m., when only the last few friends were still on the dance floor with me, sweaty and feeling no shame at dancing to take that, I looked around the group and noticed 6 of the 8 people still there were friends I had met during my time here at Warwick. Warwick gave me not just lifelong friendships, albeit with dubious musical taste, I blame the Warwick Students' Union, but broad and deep knowledge that I've applied in my work time and time again. It gave me a powerful new perspective on life. And it gave me a husband too. 18 years ago, I graduated in international business with Spanish. And 7 years after leaving here, I married someone from international business with French. Somehow we managed to bridge the chasmic divide. In spite of everything I left here with, it took a few further years for me to realize the impact I wanted to make on the world, and that by far my most fulfilling work would be through helping create a more diverse and inclusive workforce, which in turn can change society for the better. I often talk about living for your eulogy. It may sound dark, but it puts a different frame of reference on things. In 2020, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which, as you can imagine, turned my world upside down. As I sat in the chemotherapy chair, I reflected on the things that really mattered to me. Of all the work I have done in my life, by far the most rewarding has been where I have been able to touch people's lives in a positive way. For me, that is bringing people into work who previously would have been excluded. It's providing financial independence for those who otherwise wouldn't have it. It's giving a purpose to those who are searching and providing connection for those who are lonely. It's about reshaping work to include those groups who are structurally excluded by the 9-to-5, 5 days a week industrial age system that still prevails. For the last 8 years, we've been pioneering working in a new way, a work style way, that puts autonomy and individuality at its heart, and which allows those traditionally excluded from work, older workers, carers, those who have a chronic illness, people living with a disability, who have a mental health challenge, those who are parents to young children, and those who identify as neurodivergent. It allows these people to engage with work on their terms, to level the playing field, and to allow people to be judged on their output rather than any of the other factors that create bias at work. Through work style, we recognize and embrace individuality. But the work I'm most proud of is not the big businesses we've worked with, or consulting to government on labour markets, nor the success of our book. It's the individual lives where we have made a difference. Fran, the mother returning to work after 13 years of bringing up her children. Jakob, who has suffered intolerable discrimination many times at work. Katie, for whom we have helped work to be a positive driver of her improved mental health. Kat, who looks after her disabled son, Annalie, who has epilepsy and can't commute to an office, Ed, who never misses a bedtime story for his children, or Jane, who is a carer for her mother, who is 104. Each of these people is one individual, but together, these individual lives make up our global community. And so, as you move on to the next chapter of your lives, with lifelong friendships and brimming with knowledge, the question I would pose to you is this: what is the impact you would like to have? What would you like to be your legacy? What will your role be as a global citizen? This may be small or large. It may affect just one person or your local community, or it may start a global movement that hopes to change the lives of millions of people. Warwick graduates aren't just the brightest minds. They are the most tenacious, dynamic people I have met. Do not underestimate the change you can create as one individual. Each of us has the power to create a better world. Thank you.